Hey everyone, Average T here, and today we're sinking our teeth into something delightfully disturbing and suspenseful, the upcoming Five Nights at Freddy's movie. We've all been chomping at the bit to be able to watch this forever in the making movie, and because of that, I've decided to cover everything in an Iceberg explained video. Spoilers ahead, obviously. I'd like to give a massive shout out to Clever Kid 12 for creating the fantastic image chart we'll be using today. You've done an incredible job, and we couldn't have created this video without you. For those of you who are new to this format, which none of you should be new to this format, but just say you are, let me explain. Iceberg charts work similarly to an actual iceberg. On the surface, we have common knowledge, the bits and pieces most fans are familiar with. But as we delve deeper, the water gets colder, the light dims, and we start to uncover more obscure hidden details and theories. The deeper we go, the more unfamiliar and intriguing the information becomes. I've actually made a few Iceberg explained videos in the past, like a Fnaf and Mario one, so if that kind of thing intrigues you, go check it out. A friend of mine, the TNT Muffin, also made a Fnaf movie Iceberg, more so taking you through the production of the film, so you should definitely check out his video after you're done watching this one. I think I've laid out the ground rules, so buckle up folks, we're about to embark on an adventure below the icy surface of the Fnaf movie. Get ready to explore the most exhaustive compilation of any and all insights into this movie. Scott Cawthon. Scott Braden Cawthon is an American game developer, animator, writer, and philanthropist, best known as the creator of the Five Nights at Freddy's game franchise. Over the years, Cawthon has been involved in the development of numerous other indie games, though most are no longer available on his official website, scottgames.com. Before Fnaf, Cawthon produced a variety of games, a notable one being Chipper & Sons Lumber Co. However, these early projects faced criticism, with many complaining that his characters appeared and moved eerily like animatronic figures. You guys know this story. Scott contemplated leaving the field of game development altogether, but instead of giving up, he embraced the criticism and decided to create a game intentionally designed to be creepy. This game gave birth to the Five Nights at Freddy's series, which capitalized on the eerie animatronic characters and the horror they could instill in a seemingly ordinary pizza restaurant setting. Since then, Fnaf has blown up into a multi-million-dollar franchise spanning books, spin-offs, merchandise, and now a film. F Screenplay. This entry and the following screenplay entries refers to different concepts for a Fnaf movie screenplay posted by Scott on the Fnaf subreddit in November of 2022. This one was about a group of teenage troublemakers who break into Freddy's, leading to chaos. Interestingly, the story ended with the protagonist discovering a secret underground factory manufacturing animatronics for the government. Despite its intriguing premise, Scott found it deviated significantly from the original Fnaf lore, causing it to be ultimately rejected. Plushies Take Manhattan screenplay. This screenplay was a thing. It's unclear if this was just a joke or an actual screenplay, but Scott humorously noted that it was burned with fire. Cassidy screenplay. This screenplay delved deep into the Fnaf lore by following the story of Cassidy, the spirit-possessing Golden Freddy. However, the screenplay's complex narrative, which spanned multiple timelines and included characters and lore from various games, ended up saturating the plot. While this could have been appealing to hardcore fans, it risked alienating casual viewers due to its complexity and was thus rejected. Misfit Kid screenplay. The Misfit Kid screenplay followed a single mother and her child who moved to a new town and stumbled upon Freddy's. Although the setup was reasonable, apparently the reasons given for the child's interaction and ongoing misadventures at Freddy's felt forced and more or less felt like a campy boy and his animatronic movie. Despite the story not having any major flaws, it was eventually discarded as the connection with the characters was lacking. Silver Eyes screenplay. The Silver Eyes screenplay was an attempt by Scott Cawthon and Kira Breed Risley, the co-author of the Fnaf books, to adapt the first book of the series into a film. Despite their efforts over the course of a year to make this work, the screenplay didn't come together due to Scott's self-admitted inexperience in writing screenplays. Random Charlie screenplay. This screenplay focused on the character Charlie and her friends sneaking into Freddy's to retrieve a lost toy. The problem here is that despite the characters sharing names with their counterparts from the games and books, they had no connection to them. This made the screenplay feel like a jumbled mix of Fnaf elements with no real stakes, and would just confuse theorists. Mike screenplay. The Mike screenplay was the final and chosen screenplay for the Fnaf movie. It seemed to combine the best parts of all previous screenplays without their individual problems. It was seen as fun, scary, and with a great central story. Insane screenplay. The insane screenplay was another variation involving ghost trackers, this time featuring the Funtime animatronics, underground ball pit tunnels, and a marionette seeking revenge. However, this screenplay strayed too far into action, with too many characters doing too many things, and thus it was rejected. Pawn Shop screenplay. The Pawn Shop screenplay centered on a young protagonist who works in a pawn shop and stumbles into an unexpected adventure when an animatronic from Freddy Fazbear's is brought into the shop. According to the script, Freddy Fazbear's Pizza had been robbed and the stolen animatronics were dispersed and sold to various locations. When the other animatronics embark on a mission to retrieve their lost comrade from the pawn shop, the kid and his friends find themselves caught up in an unexpected quest. However, this was skewed more toward the genre of an after-school adventure movie and was thus rejected. Josh Hutcherson. Josh Hutcherson is an actor known for his roles in numerous high-profile projects, including the Hunger Games franchise, where he played Peter Muller. In the Fnaf movie, he takes on the role of Mike Schmidt, a security guard facing the ominous task of surveilling the notorious Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. His character is the audience's main point of contact with the horror of the film, successfully anchoring the narrative and driving the tension. Matthew Lillard. Matthew Lillard, known for his memorable performances in films like Scream and Scooby-Doo, plays William Afton in the movie. Lillard has a knack for playing sinister and eccentric characters, such as Stu from Scream, making him a fitting choice for Afton. His character serves as the driving force behind the film's central conflict, and his transformation into Spring Bonnie, or Springtrap, we're not really sure, promises to be one of the film's most chilling moments. His ability to portray layered and complex characters should serve him well in the role of Afton. Blumhouse. Blumhouse Productions, known for its successful and innovative ventures in the horror genre, took the reins of the Fnaf film project in March 2017, after Warner Bros. Pictures decided not to move forward with the project. This marked a significant turning point for the film, as Blumhouse has a significant reputation for bringing forth creative visions in the horror industry, including high-profile projects like Get Out, Paranormal Activity, and Insidious. Jason Blum, the founder of Blumhouse Productions, expressed his excitement for the project and stated that he was working closely with Cawthon on the film, indicating a collaborative and supportive relationship. Despite the challenges faced during production, Blumhouse's track record of successful horror films and their commitment to realizing Cawthon's vision for the Fnaf movie instills confidence in the film's ultimate success. Jim Henson's Creature Shop. Jim Henson's Creature Shop is a legendary name in the realm of puppetry, animatronics, and special effects. Established by the pioneering puppeteer Jim Henson, the creator of the Muppets, the Creature Shop has spent decades enhancing the magic of visual storytelling. Founded in 1979, the Creature Shop was originally set up to create and build fantastical creatures for Henson's ambitious project, The Dark Crystal. Since then, they have left indelible marks on a wide range of film, TV, and advertising industries. In 2022, Jason Blum announced via a tweet that the renowned Jim Henson's Creature Shop will be working on the animatronics for the Fnaf movie, and the Creature Shop itself would post several images during the process of building, which we'll get into more later. Posters. The first official posters for the Fnaf movie were released by Blumhouse in May 2023, after a short countdown posted by Jason Blum on Twitter. These posters prominently showcase Freddy, Foxy, Chica, and Bonnie, highlighted individually and collectively in one poster. Trailers. Blumhouse released its first teaser trailer for the Fnaf movie on May 16, 2023, attracting, at the time of this video, a whopping 27 million views on Universal Pictures' YouTube channel. The first teaser largely capitalized on showing short glimpses of the film while not revealing too much. It started with an 80s training tape and transitioned into Mike walking into the establishment, followed by a bunch of fast cuts of different moments from the film. However, the second official trailer, which dropped on June 27, 2023, sparked mixed reactions from fans and critics alike. The trailer was criticized for laying heavy on exposition, potentially diminishing the film's horror impact. This leads to confusion about what type of horror the movie is aiming for, be it over-the-top and goofy or filled with genuine frights. Freddy and Abby teaser poster. This entry discusses the first official teaser poster for the film. The image portrays an animatronic bear, presumably Freddy, holding the hand of Abby, Mike's younger sister, outside of Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. Several fans on Twitter have debated whether the bear is yellow or brown. However, looking beyond the color debate, there are several clues that hint at the bear being Golden Freddy. The bear's open jaw hinge and the missing ear are design choices shared with withered Golden Freddy from the second game. The idea of the animatronic being outside the pizzeria aligns with Golden Freddy's more supernatural, ghostly presence, further fueling this theory. Also, considering that Golden Freddy has been confirmed to appear in the movie, it'd be peculiar for this specific Golden Freddy traits to be depicted on a regular Freddy. Another clue supporting the theory of the bear being Golden Freddy is shown in a scene in the trailer. In it, Abby and the bear are seen getting into a taxi outside the pizzeria at night. This scene, shot in clearer lighting, shows the bear appearing more yellow, like Golden Freddy. Mike Schmidt. Mike Schmidt, portrayed by Josh Hutcherson, is the main protagonist in the movie. In the game series, Schmidt is the night security guard at Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, tasked with surviving encounters with the animatronics. The character of Mike Schmidt is primarily known for the first game in the franchise. The casting of Hutcherson as Mike Schmidt was announced via Dawko's charity livestream. One of the crucial aspects of the movie will be how it develops Schmidt's character, beyond the limited information provided in the games. From glimpses seen in the trailers, it seems that the film might explore the relationship between Mike and his younger sister Abby. The angle is an addition to the lore that doesn't appear in the games, showing the film's willingness to expand on the source material. Interviews. Now, due to the writer's strike going on right now, it's unclear if we're going to get any more interviews for the Fnaf movie leading up to the release. But as of the date of this video, there have been a few interviews during the process of bringing the movie to life. During an interview with IGN, Jason Blum discussed his fascination with bringing the Fnaf universe to the big screen. Despite being ridiculed internally with his company for pursuing the project, Blum was fueled by the challenge it presented. He shared the years-long development process of the film, citing numerous hurdles they had to overcome. One notable obstacle was the first screenplay that was discarded entirely as it didn't match Scott Cawthon's vision. Despite these challenges, Blum explained how they eventually found a structure that worked for them, and the film was made. Blum made a striking comparison between the Fnaf movie and his studio's earlier success, Paranormal Activity. Both films were deemed unlikely to succeed, and both ended up breaking the mold. The element of being an underdog was something that Blum cherished, and he used this as motivation to prove his doubters wrong. In a separate interview, Matthew Lillard revealed intriguing information about his commitment to the franchise. He mentioned signing a 3-picture deal, implying that fans could expect at least 2 more films in the series. Pizzeria sign. The Freddy Fazbear's Pizza Place sign was brought to life by the skilled team at Signworks LLC. Before any official teasers, trailers, or posters were released, Signworks provided fans with the first glimpse of the film's world-building effort through a video they shared on their Facebook page. The video, which has since been deleted, documented the construction process of the sign. Several behind-the-scenes images showcase the Signworks team meticulously working on the sign. On closer inspection, it's clear that Freddy's head and logo appears to be traced from the cover of the survival logbook. YouTuber visits. In a classic Scott Cawthon sort of way, he extended an exclusive invitation to a handful of notable YouTubers in the Fnaf community. Dawko, Razbowski, 8-Bit Ryan, and Baz, all known for their engaging Fnaf content, were invited to visit the movie set in Louisiana. Each of these YouTubers documented their journey through individual vlogs, providing their followers with a behind-the-scenes look at the movie's production and even taking photos with Scott. William Afton / Steve Raglan. This entry refers to the character portrayed by Matthew Lillard. An interesting observation made in the movie trailer shows Lillard sitting at a desk with a nameplate reading, Steve Raglan, career counselor. This led fans to speculate about the true identity of this character. In the Fnaf book series, William Afton adopts the alias Dave Miller to mask his real identity. The reason behind the false name isn't merely evasion of media scrutiny following the closure of his establishment due to murders, but also to allow him to continue his dark deeds under different names. In the film, despite the alias, William Afton has been officially credited, suggesting that Steve Raglan is just another of his pseudonyms. Any significant alteration to the character of William Afton would considerably change the lore too much, which makes it unlikely that this isn't our favorite Purple Man. Alongside Mike, William Afton is one of the few human characters whose original name carries enormous weight, and hence should remain unaltered. Website. Launched in May 2022, the official website for the Fnaf movie initially showcased just the film's logo. As the movie progressed, the website evolved, incorporating released posters and the eagerly awaited trailer. It also provides a synopsis of the film, an option to remind you of the release date, a video and image gallery sections, and listing the film's social medias. Speaking of which, social media. In June 2023, Universal Pictures expanded the marketing for the Fnaf movie by launching new Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria social media accounts. These include a TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram page. These accounts primarily display the film's posters and trailers. Abby. Abby Schmidt, portrayed by Piper Rubio, is a new character created for the movie. She is the younger sister of Mike Schmidt. Known for her inquisitiveness, bravery, creativity, and keen intuition, Abby is something of a loner who tends to express herself through her drawings. Having been raised by her less than reliable brother Mike in the absence of their parents, she has learned to be quite self-reliant, yet still displays the typical emotional vulnerability and imaginative nature of a 10-year-old child. In the realm of fan speculation, one interesting theory suggests a potential connection between Abby and Circus Baby, or Elizabeth Afton. This is primarily due to the fact that Abby is an anagram of baby. However, given that the significant differences in the character's appearance, this connection is purely speculative at this point and is yet to be confirmed. Unknown villain. Actress Mary Stuart Masterson is slated to portray an as of now unnamed female villain in the movie. This was first shared along with other cast reveals during Dawko's charity livestream. Given the film's production team has not yet disclosed the nature of Masterson's character, fan speculation has been running rampant. Some theories suggest she could be playing the role of William Afton's wife, a character who has been alluded to in the lore but never fully fleshed out. Another popular theory suggests she is Vanessa's mother, with her also being the mother of the 5th victim of the missing children's incident, presumably named Cassidy, making the victim Vanessa's younger brother. Editor Tyson here. So while I was working on this video, a bit of new information about the Fnaf movie came out, one of which being the reveal of what Mary Stuart Masterson's character is, that being Mike's aunt Jane. Now, interestingly, on IMDb, her character was briefly titled Jane Afton, before quickly being altered to Aunt Jane. It's uncertain if this was a genuine accident or an accidental spoiler, but we'll just have to see. So yeah, if I ever make any alludes to this character, just keep in mind this was recorded before we knew that. Chris Columbus. Chris Columbus, a renowned filmmaker, was announced in February 2018 as the director and writer for the upcoming Fnaf movie and was set to produce the film alongside Jason Blum and Scott Cawthon. Later in August, Cawthon shared the first draft of the movie's script, which ended up being the Silver Eyes screenplay, was completed. Despite initial approval by Columbus and Blum, Cawthon decided to discard the script, believing he had a superior story idea, which resulted in a further delay of the movie's production. By September 2021, Columbus was no longer part of the project, despite it still being in active development. The reasons for his departure have not been publicly disclosed. 2-month filming. This entry refers to the shooting period of the movie, which officially commenced on February 1st, 2023 in New Orleans, Louisiana, and concluded quite swiftly by April 3rd, 2023. This 2-month filming window has stirred concern among some fans of the franchise, who worry that the relatively short production timeframe may impact the quality of the film. Given the complexity of the Fnaf lore and the high expectations attached to the adaptation, fans are apprehensive that a brisk filming schedule may not allow significant time to capture the depth and intricacies of the narrative, potentially resulting in a rushed portrayal of the Fnaf storyline. Bad Cupcake. In an effort to mitigate the potential for leaks during the movie's production, the team behind the upcoming Fnaf film cleverly used the codename Bad Cupcake for all related scripts, documents, and other production materials. Golden Freddy. Golden Freddy, a character in the upcoming film, is set to be portrayed by Jade Hazwan. While specific details about the character's role in the film remain under wraps, fans have been actively speculating based on released promotional materials and the film's trailer. Some fans, interpreting the taxi scene from the trailer and a promotional picture, speculate that Golden Freddy may not have a hostile role in the film, and could potentially act as a protector to Abby. Drawing parallels with the book The Silver Eyes, others speculate that Golden Freddy may emulate a similar non-hostile role in the movie. Several theories suggest that Golden Freddy could be the spirit of a child named Cassidy, or both Cassidy and another child named Garrett, based on game theories. If the character Mike is indeed Michael Afton, there are speculations that the spirits within Golden Freddy, Cassidy and potentially Garrett, may recognize him as a non-threat, which could lead to interesting dynamics in the film's narrative. Some fans believe the film's main contact may revolve around a power struggle between Afton and Golden Freddy for control over the FNAF 1 cast of animatronics. Mary Stuart Masterson. Mary Stuart Masterson is an acclaimed actress and film director. She's been in a plethora of films and was even nominated for a Tony for Best Featured Actress. She's set to appear as the unnamed villain we covered earlier. Piper Rubio. Piper Rubio is an American child actress who's portraying Abby in the film. She starred in a few movies and television shows, with this being her biggest role to date. Five Nights at Freddy's 2 and 3. The potential for film adaptations of Fnaf 2 and Fnaf 3 largely depends on the success of the initial Fnaf movie. As early as August 2018, Scott Cawthon hinted at the possibility of subsequent movies if the first installment resonated well with audiences. These follow-up films would most likely correlate with the second and third games in the Fnaf series, or they could just be sequels to the first film, taking elements from the games while not being a direct adaptation. Supporting these speculations, Matthew Lillard revealed a tantalizing detail during a podcast interview where he disclosed that he signed a 3-picture deal with the studios associated with the Fnaf film production. This contractual agreement suggests the preliminary plans for a trilogy are underway. Game Jolt interview. Matthew Lillard was set to participate in an Ask Me Anything session on the website Game Jolt, originally scheduled for June 9th. However, due to a scheduling conflict, Lillard announced that his Game Jolt interview would be delayed by about a month. Lillard ended his announcement with saying, "But don't worry, I always come back," humorously adding, "Please don't hate me, I love you guys." This showed to many fans not only his dedication to the role, but his anticipation and excitement for the upcoming film. With the current writer's strike going on, the interview is looking less likely. Red Eyes drama. The release of the posters and trailer in May 2023 created a stir amongst the fandom. This controversy centers around the animatronics' glowing red eyes, a distinct departure from their in-game portrayal with black eyes and white pupils. Critics, mostly from Twitter and the Fnaf subreddit, found the red eyes to be corny, with some even comparing them to a 2017 SFM animation. This criticism led to calls for the movie to re-edit the eyes, inspiring fan redesigns and memes. Yet some fans were angry about the potential delay that any re-editing may cause to the film, which has already been in development for quite a long time, and argued that the eye color was not a significant issue to warrant such drastic measures. Some fans defended the choice, arguing that red glowing eyes had been part of various Fnaf media, and were a sign of the animatronics in attack mode. They further theorized that the red eyes may represent periods where the children's souls were not in control of the animatronics, perhaps indicating William Afton's influence. Some even made light of the controversy, joking that more seats would be available in the theater due to those boycotting over the red eyes. YouTuber Employee of the Month images. This entry refers to a fun Easter egg found in the trailer for the film. In one specific scene, a display case for Employees of the Month at Freddy Fazbear's Pizza can be seen, featuring images of several well-known YouTubers known for their Fnaf content. This list includes 8-Bit Ryan, Baz, Razbowski, Fusion Z Gamer, DJ Sturf, John Wolf, and Dako, all depicted in the Pizzeria's uniforms. There are a few we haven't seen yet, but I'm sure we'll see them eventually. Corey X Kenshin. Corey Devontae Williams, widely known by his YouTube channel Corey X Kenshin, is a prominent YouTuber renowned for his Let's Play videos, where he often explores horror video games, including the Fnaf series. Since joining YouTube in 2009, he's amassed a dedicated following due to his engaging content and unique commentary. He's had the privilege of accessing and showcasing extended and exclusive demos for Fnaf 2, 3, and 4 on his channel. Moreover, he was chosen to receive the exclusive Ultimate Custom Night demo, and his gameplay was even featured in the Steam trailer. And an exciting development for both Corey's fans and fans of the series, his involvement with the franchise was extended to the big screen. In the final moments of the film's trailer, Corey is revealed to be portraying a taxi driver who picks up Abby and Golden Freddy outside the pizzeria. Yeah, I'm calling him Golden Freddy, I don't care, it's just what he looks like. Springtrap. The second trailer for the movie introduces what appears to be Springtrap, but with a twist. Fans speculate that what we might be seeing is a somewhat withered version of Spring Bonnie, rather than the fully developed Springtrap. This appearance has led to exciting theories about the roles of the character in the film, and how it aligns with the narrative we know from the games. The character, potentially Afton in the Spring Bonnie suit, seems to be unharmed and operational. This supports the theory that this version of Spring Bonnie predates the springlock incident where Afton gets trapped and crushed within the suit. Some fans anticipate the disastrous event to be depicted toward the end of the film. While the character closely resembles Springtrap and Spring Bonnie, the absence of visible blood and damage suggests that it might be a withered Spring Bonnie designed to resemble Springtrap. Fans have noted the eyes of the character appearing like LED lights, a feature not expected immediately post-Springlock accident due to the resulting blooded trauma. Vanessa Monroe. Vanessa Monroe is a character in the upcoming Fnaf film portrayed by Elizabeth Lail, with Emma Jo Tassin playing a younger version of the character. As a police officer, Vanessa Shelley is introduced during one of Mike's work shifts. Her character is described as having a bright and sunny demeanor, yet she seems to have an intricate understanding of the restaurant's dark past and its inner workings.
You must be new security guard.
Can I help you, officer?
Have you met them yet? In the 80s, kids went missing. The police searched Freddy's top to bottom.
There are ghost children possessing giant robots.
Technically, they're animatronics.
What do they want?
They want to make her like them.
She helps Mike survive the night, although she is quite withdrawn about the extent of her knowledge about the restaurant. Interestingly, Vanessa's last name was changed from Monroe in the plot synopsis to Shelley, as seen in the trailer. Fan theories have begun to circulate about Vanessa's true nature and motives. Some speculate that she may not be a real police officer and could have stolen the uniform for her own mysterious purposes. There's also a theory that suggests she may have been the cop who helped William Afton forge a new identity as Steve after the children's murders, which could potentially explain her extensive knowledge about the place. Other theories go as far as to suggest Vanessa as the cinematic counterpart of Michael Afton, and theoretically, William's daughter. This speculation is fueled by the movie synopsis, hinting that Vanessa knows more about Freddy's than she initially reveals. Her reluctance to share information could stem from guilt over causing her brother's death in the Bite of 83 event. Despite these speculations, the consensus seems to be that Vanessa Shelley is not Vanessa, the security guard from Fnaf Security Breach, even though they share similar roles and characteristics. The 5 missing kids. This refers to 5 missing children that went on to possess the animatronics. These children are shown in a forest with Mike in the trailer, and their attire notably resembles that of the main 4 animatronics. Some have speculated that this scene is a representation of the death minigames from FNAF 2, and if that's indeed the case, having them be dream sequences or hallucinations, that's a really cool idea. In a later scene in the trailer, Vanessa tells Mike that Freddy's was shut down following the disappearance of children in the 80s. The police, despite conducting an exhaustive search of the premises, were unable to locate the missing kids, leading to the closure of the restaurant. Mike then responds by saying, "There are ghost children possessing giant robots."
In the 80s, kids went missing. The police searched Freddy's top to bottom. They never found them. That's why the place shut down.
There are ghost children possessing giant robots. Thanks for the heads up.
Totem. I just have no idea what this one's referring to. You're gonna have to look that one up yourself. Five Nights at Freddy's, the official movie novel. This refers to the planned novelization of the movie, which will be adapted by Andrea Wagner. The first sightings of the novel appeared on online book-selling platforms on May 18, 2023. Then on June 29th, fans were shown the cover art for the book. The book is scheduled for release on December 5th, 2023, about a month after the movie's theatrical premiere. There is a concern, however, given the history of early book releases in the FNAF series. Some people fear that the book may be released or leaked ahead of schedule, potentially revealing major plot points before the movie hits theaters. We hope this situation can be avoided, ensuring we can enjoy both the book and the film spoiler-free. This next layer has a lot of really cool information, and I want to tell you guys about a different piece of information. Did you know that 97.3% of people aren't subscribed to my channel? Now, if you're part of that 97.3%, I gotta warn you, Freddy and his friends are coming after you, and the only way you can stop them is by subscribing to the channel. Give that subscribe button a big punch, a big flash of the light, and a big winding of the music box so you know when I upload my next videos. In all seriousness, these videos take a long time to produce, and if you're enjoying the content I make, please like and comment. YouTube's algorithm changes all the time, and engaging with a video is the best way to ensure it does well. So, if you're enjoying this video, please give the video a like, a comment, and back to the iceberg. Garrett. This refers to a character named Garrett, who is set to appear in the film. The character will be portrayed by actor Lucas Grant. While specific details about the character have not been fully disclosed, a social media post by Wyatt Parker, who is set to play a young version of Mike, offers some hints. Parker shared a photo of him alongside Lucas Grant, captioning it, "Nice to see my little brother again." This statement has led fans to speculate that Garrett may be Evan from FNAF 4, and that Mike, potentially his older brother, might be responsible for his tragic death in the Bite of 83 event. This speculation aligns with the character description of Mike, which mentions him being riddled with guilt over a tragedy in his past. Editor Tyson here once again. As part of the new information revealed about the FNAF movie, we find out that Mike's younger brother actually disappeared a decade before the events of the film. I mean, there's a chance it still could be Bite of 83 related. Maybe he went missing after the Bite of 83, like someone took his body, or maybe that rules out the Bite of 83 altogether, but we can't say for sure. It's also possible he was one of the victims of the missing children's incident. That could also be a possibility, but again, we're not sure. Young Mike. This entry refers to a character called Young Mike in the film. As indicated by IMDb Pro, the character is set to be portrayed by the actor Wyatt Parker as the younger version of Josh Hutcherson's Mike Schmidt. Given what we know about Garrett, it's anticipated that we may see some scenes from the events of Fnaf 4 depicted in the movie, such as young Mike bullying his brother. Interestingly, the film introduces another sibling in the form of Abby, who is adult Mike's younger sister, though her role in the narrative is yet to be fully disclosed. Kim. Kim is a character played by Bailey Winston in the upcoming film. She appears in the 80s training video seen in the trailers for the movie. Carl. Carl is a new character played by Joseph Poliquin. In the trailer, Carl is seen wearing a Midnight Motorist shirt. He only likes the true classics. Max. Max is a new character played by Kat Connor Sterling. In the trailer, she can be spotted next to Freddy during quick clips, and in one, is reaching her hand from inside of Freddy's mouth, screaming. The new plot synopsis reveals Max as Abby's caring babysitter. When asked about her role, Sterling said that her character will have an important character arc that ties the plot together. Sterling has also shown a real love of the franchise, posting about the series and her love for the film and its characters. Hank. Hank is a character who is set to appear in the movie, portrayed by Christian Stokes. In the second trailer, there's a scene where Hank is targeted by Bonnie in a closet. While it may be assumed that his character doesn't survive the encounter, Stokes has hinted at a different outcome. Speculation has been rife among the community regarding Hank's true identity. The prevalent theory suggests that Hank could potentially be this movie's version of Henry Emily, given their physical similarities and the fact that Hank is a common nickname for Henry. Moreover, Hank's age is close to that of William Afton in the film, aligning with the notion that they might have been friends and partners in the past. Dr. Lillian. Dr. Lillian is a new character played by Tadase Young in the movie. That's all we really know about her. Mike's mom. This entry refers to the character known as Mike's mom in the movie. Actress Jessica Blackmore is confirmed to play this role, as revealed through details found on her resume. This disclosure has led to a fury of speculation and discussion among fans. Given that Mike, her on-screen son, is expected to be around 25 years old in the film, some fans have expressed surprise at the casting of Blackmore, who appears relatively young to portray the mother of a mid-20-year-old. This has spurred on theories about how the apparent age discrepancy might be addressed within the context of the film or the story. 80s newscaster. This refers to a character named 80s newscaster in the upcoming film, portrayed by Aaron McCluskey. The details of the character were disclosed via McCluskey's resume on Actors Access, a casting website. Mike's dad. This entry pertains to a character listed as Mike's dad in the upcoming Fnaf movie, played by actor Garrett Hines, according to IMDb Pro. This piece of casting information has stirred controversy and speculation among fans, considering the established lore in which Mike's father is William Afton. It raises questions on whether this Mike character is Mike Schmidt, a different character altogether, or indeed Michael Afton. Some fans suggest this could be a red herring, potentially hinting at a backstory involving remarriage or foster care. These suspicions are fueled by the fact that it wouldn't make sense for Michael to care for his sister in the movie if their biological father was still present and on good terms with them. Therefore, it seems like there's more to the story. Given the noted involvement of Scott Cawthon in writing the script, and the character details such as Mike's personality, his sister named Abby, and a tragic past involving a child named Garrett, it would be a significant deviation from the source material to erase Mike's connection with the main villain. Some fans theorized that perhaps William was arrested for his crimes, leading Mike and Abby to being placed in the foster care system and forgetting their biological parents, leading to a dramatic revelation later in the movie. That'd be really funny. Imagine there was a scene where William Afton's all like, Mike, I am your father. Then Mike goes, har, 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 har. Adam Han Bird. Adam Han Bird is an actor who's been revealed as the voice and motion capture artist for Freddy in the film, as confirmed by IMDb Pro. Fun fact, Adam played the little boy who got sucked into the board game in the original Jumanji. John Sanford Moore. John Sanford Moore is an actor who was originally supposed to voice and possibly motion capture Bonnie, but as per IMDb Pro, he was replaced with Jade Kinder Martin. However, it is still possible that he could be the actor in the Bonnie costume. Stacey DePass. Stacey DePass is an actress who was originally supposed to voice and possibly motion capture for Chica, but as per IMDb Pro, she was replaced by Jess Weiss. It is still possible, however, that she could be the actor inside the Chica costume. Roger Joseph Manning Jr. Roger Joseph Manning Jr. is an actor, keyboardist, singer, and songwriter who co-founded the bands Jellyfish, The Moog Cookbook, and Imperial Drag. He'll be voicing Foxy and possibly motion capturing him in the movie. Ted Atherton. Ted Atherton is an actor. Atherton was initially thought to be cast as Golden Freddy. However, according to recent updates, Golden Freddy will now be played by actor Jade Hasson. The reason for this casting change remains unknown. A prevailing theory suggests that while Hasson provides the voice for Golden Freddy, Hasson might be the actor physically inside the costume. Balloon Boy. Balloon Boy, often abbreviated as BB, is actually in the movie. My god. In April 2023, as per IMDb, it was announced he'd be in the film and played by Dylan Horner, and later, Victor Gilbert. A drawing of him laughing can be spotted on the wall in this scene from the trailer. The Puppet. In the same update as Balloon Boy on IMDb, the puppet was also revealed to be in the film and will be portrayed by Jane Wheeler. Are we going to witness the death of Charlie Emily in a flashback? Are we going to explore elements of her life before the incident? Heck, the movie's interpretation might even diverge from the game's. The red eyes seen in the animatronics are speculated to be the cause of Afton's corrupting influence, but what if it's the puppet? This could potentially place the puppet and Mike in a conflict, which how do you realistically beat the puppet? The puppet can give life and float and stuff. The puppet is Jesus. On the other hand, the puppet, being one of the few characters with a distinct moral compass and intelligence, may play a crucial role in leading the animatronics against the sinister influences, whether it be Afton or an unnamed villain or a threat we don't even know about. Birthday party scene. In February, Central Casting Louisiana posted a casting call on their Facebook page, seeking kids aged 6 to 9 for a birthday party scene for a project named, you guessed it, Bad Cupcake. The purpose of this scene remains speculative. Some people think that this could depict the infamous missing children's incident, while others think it may show Evan getting bit by Fredbear from Fnaf 4. However, this scene could serve a bunch of purposes. There's also a possibility that Evan's character may not even exist in the film's canon. Young Vanessa. In March 2023, Central Casting Louisiana once again put out a casting call on their Facebook for blonde females aged 9 to 11 to portray a younger version of the character Vanessa in Bad Cupcake. The role later went to Emma Jo Tassin. Since we know that there's a crime scene from the 80s somewhere in the film, it's possible that young Vanessa may be involved in it, which could explain why she later becomes a cop. Another theory links Vanessa to Grant Feely's character, who's been rumored to be the child that possesses Golden Freddy, potentially as siblings. Moreover, with strong hints suggesting the inclusion of the Bite of 83 in the movie, there's a possibility that Mike and Vanessa may find a romantic connection due to their shared experience of losing a sibling. Early plot reveals. On October 12, 2022, Geek Vibes Nation, a news site, shared leaked details from the Fnaf movie, which included a plot synopsis and character descriptions from Mike, Abby, and Vanessa. The legitimacy of this leak was uncertain until Production Weekly, a reputable source, confirmed the same details, including filming starting on February 1st in Louisiana. Trailer leak. This entry pertains to an incident involving the leak of the first official trailer of the Fnaf movie. After a long wait of 8 years, the film was given a debut date of October 27th. However, 1 month after this announcement, an unfinished version of the first trailer was leaked online. Scott Cawthon first heard about the leak while spending time at an amusement park with his children, an event that ruined his enjoyment of the day. The trailer reportedly surfaced in 2 parts on Twitter on May 6th, displaying a recording of a screen that was covered with a watermark intending to prevent the IP's unauthorized distribution. Despite their precautions, the leak still occurred. According to Cawthon, the leak of the initial look at their efforts was frustrating, especially given his inability to immediately address the situation due to his absence. Upon his return, he was pleasantly surprised to find a substantial amount of pushback against the leak from the community, including streamers who opted not to make videos about the leaked trailer, and forum moderators who prohibited discussions about it. Cawthon expressed his encouragement and gratitude to those in the community who refused to engage with the leaked content. This leaked trailer was later modified and became the basis for the film's second trailer. Some scenes from the leaked trailer, however, still haven't been released in an official high-quality format, leaving fans in anticipation for the complete, polished viewing experience as intended by the creators. Pizzeria leaks. In late February 2023, the production team of the Fnaf movie began constructing an outdoor set for Freddy Fazbear's Pizza in Chalmette, Louisiana. This would be one of, if not the first times we've ever seen the pizzeria's exterior in any piece of Fnaf media. The set was just built for outdoor scenes and didn't have an interior, as that was being shot on set. On February 27th, production added vines and aging to the building for the scene set in the present-day adult Mike storyline. This excitement was further heightened when Josh Hutcherson was spotted filming a scene in front of the pizzeria. The set became a tour site for many fans who flocked to the location to take photos, share videos on TikTok, and feel closer to their favorite franchise. By March 6th, however, the set was being dismantled, and now all that remains is a vacant lot. Rest in pepperoni. First, look at Freddy. On August 9th, 2022, Jason Blum shared a photo on Twitter showing an employee from Jim Henson's Creature Shop working on a miniature model of Freddy. At this stage, the model consisted of a torso, a left arm, and feet, and was made of a gray plastic-like material. Blum's caption confirmed the involvement of the renowned puppeteer studio Jim Henson's Creature Shop. The collaboration had been rumored ever since Scott Cawthon had previously mentioned it, but the tweet provided solid confirmation and visual proof. Interestingly, the design of this early model appears heavily influenced by the Freddy model from Help Wanted. However, now that we've seen the final costume, it presents some significant differences from this initial model, particularly in the head and face design. Mall leak. This refers to a leaked image of a mall showing an ice cream shop with Chica's magic rainbow on it. Now, was this a real leak? It was, and this was confirmed by a behind-the-scenes video. Speaking of which, fountain punching behind the scenes. In late February, an intriguing video was leaked from the set of the Fnaf movie. The 30-second clip, filmed on a smartphone from behind the scenes, features Josh Hutcherson engaging in a fierce fight with another character inside a water fountain in a mall. In the background, the distressed cries of a little girl repeatedly shouting, "Daddy, Daddy," can be heard. The video provides a clear view of Mike, clad in a security guard uniform. This might suggest he's a security guard at the mall, and maybe this event is what caused him to get fired, to look for the job at Freddy's. An on-site source who responded to the leaked video on Twitter shared their interpretation of the scene. They revealed that the scene had Mike involved in a physical altercation with a suspicious individual, who is presumed to be a father, based on the child's cries in the background. Who the figure is, we don't know. Some have speculated William Afton, but I really don't think so. I believe this character won't actually be all that important and just be used as a plot point for Mike to get fired, causing him to need a job. The floor tiling of this mall matches the floor tiling of the Chica's Magic Rainbow ice cream parlor, confirming that leak. Forest leak. On February 17th, actress Jofeel Love, who plays Ghost Kid number 5, posted an Instagram story. The photo features Love on set, perched comfortably in a chair with a forest behind her. This location is most likely the same forest seen in scenes from the trailer with missing children and Mike. Further evidence pointing to the significance of this forest came from an earlier leak in February. A crew member's Instagram story provided a glimpse of a house nestled amidst a forest that strongly resembles the one featured in Love's story. The architectural style and surroundings of this house bear a striking resemblance to none other than the house from Fnaf 4. The resemblance has led to speculation that this might in fact be Afton's house. Springtrap head leak. In early March, Instagram user RebuiltLine777 shared an Instagram photo from their recent tour of the renowned Jim Henson's Creature Workshop. Amidst the various photos, one particular snapshot stood out, the head of Springtrap, confirming him to make an appearance in the Fnaf movie. Instead of the expected green hue, the Springtrap head appeared more orange. This adds to the theory that the character is a withered version of Spring Bonnie, prior to being sprung. Balloon and Ember leaks. I'm putting these together. In early June, Twitter user Cult of Ember shared some props relating to the Fnaf movie. Among these were a Freddy Fazbear's pizza balloon and a strip of fabric apparently from a Freddy costume. According to them, these props were a commercial that Ember was supposedly involved in. They also claimed that they were going to be involved with something related to helping employees put on the animatronic costumes. Regrettably, most of these tweets, including the original images and additional context, have since been deleted from Cult of Ember's Twitter account, making the details surrounding these leaks somewhat murky. The only thing I could find that was still up was this screenshot of their tweet of the balloon and strip. Rating drama. Debate and speculation regarding the rating of the movie has fueled a significant amount of controversy within the community. Despite the lack of an official MPAA rating, purported leaks and rumors suggest the movie will be PG-13. Many people expressed disappointment, advocating for an R rating to fully embody the horror elements intrinsic to the franchise. With Security Breach leading so heavily into children's mascot horror, I can see why people are worried about the rating. However, others argue that a PG-13 rating aligns more appropriately with the Fnaf demographic and supports the film's potential box office success. Notably, the Fnaf series has primarily appealed to audiences ranging from 6 to 14 years old. Supporters of the PG-13 rating emphasize the balance it strikes between accommodating the series' younger fan base and maintaining the suspenseful horror elements the franchise is known for. They argue that a PG-13 rating will ensure a wider theatrical audience, bolster box office performance, and potentially pave the way for future sequels. A PG-13 rating doesn't necessarily limit the intensity of the story, and in some instances, a restricted reliance on explicit violence or gore can actually enhance the narrative elements and the fear of the unknown. Freddy pancakes. On the first day of shooting, Piper Rubio, the actress for Abby, posted a story on her Instagram showing her pancakes that were shaped like Freddy. It's assumed these were provided to the actors on set, and if that's the case, that's absolutely adorable. Blumhouse seems like a really fun and welcoming company to work with, and you'll see an example of them doing something in the same vein as this later on the Iceberg. So that's what leads me to believe they provided the pancakes. That, or Piper Rubio is a really good pancake artist. Map. I'm not sure if this is referring to the map at the pizzeria, or some kind of map of the building layout, or something in the trailer. I apologize for this one, but I don't know what this is about. Gift bag / Foxy eye reveal. In mid-February, we got a glimpse at what many of us expect to be Foxy's eye, courtesy of an image shared from Jim Henson's Creature Shop. The pupil was yellow and of the Fnaf 1 endo style, so it had to be Foxy. Alongside the eye, the photo also showed a gift bag featuring Toy Bonnie's face, as well as a sheet of Fnaf stickers. The stickers depicted in the photo weren't official Fnaf designs, but rather fan art. This raised eyebrows as there was no credit given to the original artist, which is weird. Most likely these stickers were purchased from an online store like Etsy, and despite the oversight, were well intentioned. Given the context, it's believed that these gift bags were prepared as thank yous to the crew members working tirelessly to bring the animatronics to life, so it's not too big of a deal. Markiplier / MatPat cameo. The age-old question in our fandom. Will Markiplier and MatPat have a cameo in the FNAF movie? These two YouTubers have arguably contributed massively to the popularity of the FNAF franchise, with Markiplier's famous Let's Plays and MatPat's deep dive lore theories attracting millions of fans, myself included. It's worth noting that both of them have also collaborated with Scott Cawthon on several occasions, Markiplier for the Cloak x FNAF collab, and MatPat for Game Theory x FNAF merchandise, and with Scott's assistance during MatPat's charity livestreams. The fact that other YouTubers such as Corey x Kenshin have confirmed cameos in the movie only adds to the fans' expectations for them to make an appearance. In a recent Variety interview, Markiplier sparked further speculation with evasive responses about his involvement in the film, citing scheduling conflicts and refusing to confirm or deny a cameo. Fans are interpreting these comments as hints towards his likely appearance in the movie. MatPat, meanwhile, with his numerous YouTube channels and parental responsibilities, has remained largely quiet on the matter aside from reacting to some trailers. Some fans believe his silence may indicate an unannounced cameo, while others think he may not appear in the first film but could show up in potential sequels. A lot of people think his trailer reactions seem genuine, as if it was his first time seeing them.
What is going? I thought I understood everything, and now just like everything is. Why are we in a pool? Why are we in a pool?
The sea bonnie.
It's the
It all
sea bonnies.
comes back to that.
It's always the sea bonnies. Oh, is this okay? This is the new one, right? The new character.
We must be new security guard.
Can I help you, officer?
So interesting. He's wearing his security uniform here, but here he is not. Right? He's just wearing a hoodie here.
Is a Lemon
It's not. Okay, so we got a better shot of our ghost kids.
There are ghost children possessing giant robots.
That one's Foxy. You can if
Solved.
right? If the red shirt and red hair didn't make it clear enough, let's also give him the fake hook.
And they expressed disappointment that he may have been overlooked despite his contributions to the franchise. However, others note MatPat's history as an actor and speculate that his silence could be a part of a strategy to surprise audiences with an unannounced cameo. This theory aligns with the idea of distributing cameo appearances across multiple films to keep the excitement alive for the series' future on the big screen. Mike's dad is his stepdad. The recent casting of Mike's dad in the movie has prompted a fresh wave of fan theories, with many speculating that this character could be Mike's stepdad rather than his biological father. This might be a coincidence, but a connection can be made to The Immortal and the Restless, where a line, "Clara, the baby isn't mine," is uttered by a vampire dressed in purple named Vlad, arguing with his wife. Could this possibly be a connection to Mike's stepdad and his mom, or is William denying his young son? Another explanation is that Mike caused the bite of 83, resulting in the death of his brother Garrett. This could lead to his biological father, possibly William, becoming abusive and Mike being placed in the foster care system. From there, he might be adopted by the Schmidt family, which includes a daughter named Abby. Another theory proposes that Mike's mother may have remarried after William's disappearance, arrest, or any other circumstance this movie may introduce. In this case, Mike could have been young or not even born when his mother remarried, making his dad actually his stepdad. The Bite of 83 scene. One of the most anticipated and debated aspects of the Fnaf movie is the possible inclusion of the Bite of 83. Shown in Fnaf 4, this event, being one of the first chronologically in the series timeline, involves Evan, the crying child, being forced by his older brother Michael Afton and his friends into the mouth of the Fredbear animatronic at his birthday party. Fredbear's jaw closes on Evan's head, causing a fatal injury. Now that the film will include a young Mike and his confirmed brother Garrett, and the only time we ever see young Mike in the games is the Bite of 83, the odds are looking likely. Further strengthening this speculation is that Mike is stated to be riddled with guilt over a tragedy in his past. Additionally, an actor has confirmed the inclusion of a 1980s crime scene in the movie, leading fans to wonder if this could be the aftermath of either the Bite of 83 or the missing children's incident. Springlock scene. One of the most pivotal moments in the lore of the series is the Springlock scene. Now, spoilers ahead. I mean, they are spoilers for an 8-year-old game, and you've made it this far. I mean, do you really care about spoilers? But anyway. In Fnaf 3, the post-night minigames progressively build up to this moment. After each night, the main 4 animatronics are each individually led by Shadow Freddy towards a safe room. William Afton lies in wait, surprising and then destroying the animatronics one by one. By the 5th night, the player plays as one of the missing children, released from the shattered animatronics. In an eerie safe room filled with discarded animatronic pieces, the ghost children corner a panicked William. In a desperate bid, William slips into a spring Bonnie suit, laughing at his perceived victory. However, due to rain seeping through the old building and spring locks not doing well with moisture, moments later the suit malfunctions, dropping him to the floor in a pool of blood. There are concerns that if the movie is rated PG-13, it may not show this. However, the Springlock scene can still effectively be portrayed in a PG-13 setting. While explicit gore may be toned down, the scene's horrifying essence can still be retained through the gory implications. The film could use creative direction to instill terror using tension, suspense, and psychological horror as effective tools. Therefore, even with a possible PG-13 rating, the Springlock scene could still remain a critical and impactful moment in the film. The Warner Bros. Version. This entry refers to the initially planned live-action horror movie adaptation of Fnaf. The movie was supposed to be directed by Gil Keenan, known for his work on films like Monster House and City of Ember, and distributed by Warner Bros. The plot was intended to focus on the lore of the games, including major events such as the Bite of 87 and the missing children's incident. However, the Warner Bros. Version of the film was ultimately cancelled due to several obstacles. First, the technical challenge of getting the animatronics to work properly on set posed a significant problem. Moreover, Warner Bros. Was unable to maintain the film rights to Fnaf, contributing to the cancellation decision. The project was also stalled by incomplete narrative elements. The closure of the pre-AAA Fnaf storyline, Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria Simulator, hadn't been released at the time. Another contributing factor was the extensive director audition process, eventually leading to Scott Cawthon's announcement of the cancellation on Steam and social media. It's also speculated that the budget required for the movie might have been more than Warner Bros. Was willing to invest. Furthermore, there were difficulties in defining the plot of the movie that were never resolved. Notably, Scott Cawthon was not satisfied with the direction Warner Bros. Was taking with the story. This dissatisfaction led him to approach Blumhouse Productions to take over the project. Despite these setbacks, a few teasers were released during the production phase, which featured glimpses of different animatronic parts, an Easter Bunny costume, and what fans speculated could have been Foxy's muzzle and eyeballs. Warner Bros. Animatronic references. Remember just now when I told you about those images of what were supposedly animatronics from the Warner Bros. Version of the Fnaf movie? They actually weren't. They were actually from an entirely different resource and were being used as references for the creative team behind the animatronics in the film. Sorry I lied to you guys, but I had to keep this one a surprise for just a little bit longer. So really, we have no idea what the Warner Bros. Fnaf designs would have looked like. The Banana Splits movie is the Warner Bros. Fnaf movie. The Banana Splits movie, a 2019 American comedy horror film, serves as a reimagining of the Hanna-Barbera children's TV series, The Banana Splits. Directed by Danishka Esterhazy and written by Jed Ilanoff and Scott Thomas, the film depicts the characters of the Banana Splits as robots who embark on a killing spree after learning of their show's cancellation. The FNAF connection can be traced back to Scott Cawthon's dissatisfaction with the original script for the FNAF movie, which was under the reins of Warner Bros. The original FNAF script was criticized for its overly simplistic take on the FNAF lore, where plush toys come to life in a stereotypical horror setup. This satisfaction led Scott to take the FNAF movie in a new direction. However, Warner Bros. Was left with a script that had been developed for FNAF, so they repurposed it for the Banana Splits movie. This could explain the unusual deviation in the movie from the original TV show, where the characters were mascots rather than robotic animatronics. Beyond this, there are just several parallels between the movie and the FNAF lore. The film features an older brother and a fanatic younger sibling, resembling the relationship between Mike and his brother. There's a security guard character who warns of animatronics wandering at night, echoing Phone Guy. A weird old man makes and corrupts the animatronics, becoming their father figure, and is clearly a lunatic, which is definitely supposed to be an Afton stand-in. There's a mysterious unfinished fifth animatronic, which may seem like a cheeky reference, but is clearly supposed to be Golden Freddy, that results in a girl taking her identity and becoming insane, which could be a Cassidy parallel. The animatronics interact with the kids just fine, but they murder almost every adult they come across. A certain oddball animatronic of the group, Snorky, is supposedly friendly and has a sequence where he chases someone down a hall, which definitely echoes Foxy and the old Foxy is a good guy theory. An animatronic gets his arm torn off, similar to Withered Bonnie, sort of implying this might have been a Withered animatronic origin story. The film ends with all the Withered animatronics still active, hinting at a potential sequel, which would have set up a FNAF 2. The Warner Bros. Script still exists. It's not uncommon for scripts of cancelled or altered film projects to surface online, piquing the curiosity of fans. Examples abound from leaked scripts of cancelled horror movies like It, Halloween, and Friday the 13th, those of various other genres. Speculation is now rife regarding the possible existence and eventual leak of the original script for the FNAF movie by Warner Bros. The script was penned by Tyler Burton Smith before Scott Cawthon took the film in a different direction. Scott is known for his meticulousness and preference for working solo, making leaks from his projects highly unlikely. Yet the original FNAF movie involved a larger team, opening the door for the possibility of a leaked script. In an event back in 2016, Scott copyrighted the names of the animatronic for sister location ahead of schedule, knowing full well it would be leaked. His comment, "No worry guys, the characters needed to be copyrighted and I knew this would get out. Have fun speculating," suggests his openness to early speculation. Could this attitude hint at a possible acceptance toward the leaking of the original script? It remains uncertain. In the shadowy archives of Warner Bros. Or in some obscure corner of the internet, the original untouched FNAF script may still exist. Whether it will see the light of day, we can't say for certain, but in the deep recesses of this unexplored possibility, one can't help but sense wonder. The possibility is interesting, and we'll just have to wait and see. And that was the FNAF movie Iceberg. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to subscribe and ring that bell so you get notified when I upload. This video was a joy to put together, and it actually got me even more excited for the movie. Once again, a huge thank you to CleverKid12 for creating this iceberg chart, and once again, I highly recommend you check out the TNT Muffins movie Iceberg. He makes great content and you should definitely show him some love. And a big thank you to you for watching. Once the film comes out, I might even make an updated Iceberg, so if you'd be interested in that, please let me know. Also, just putting it out there, I have a second channel called The Lil T Show, where I make skit-based videos about gaming as a whole, reviews, retrospectives, etc. So if that's what they interest you, go check that out. And as always, I've been Average T, and I'll see you on the flip side.